Hi there, Sam Sorbo here for the Accidental Homeschooler. Today, this week we're covering steps towards maybe making the decision to educate your child at home this fall. And so I think that now's the time that we're thinking about, in a sense, next year. I know for homeschoolers in particular, we start planning around now. And for other people too, you're trying to think, maybe your child needs to change schools. Well, what school will they be going to in the fall? And so it's certainly not too early to be considering this. Maybe your child will change schools and maybe they will go to homeschool in the fall. And to that end, I've prepared these videos to help you to make the best decision for your family. I think that these days we don't necessarily consider everything as reasoned or reasonably as we should. And so this is just to help you a little bit on your journey. So Monday we talked about pros and cons. Tuesday we talked about chores, or integrating your children into the family workings, right? The workings of the family, which is a big part of home education, by the way. And it's a big part of how the school inadvertently forms a wedge between the child and the parent, because it removes the child from the family. It removes the child from the home. And so okay, I said that. And then yesterday we talked about, researching and reaching out into your community to find other people who homeschool, who have done this, who have walked this path a little bit, just to get their input, to get information, to learn some things. Today we're going to talk about doing some research on what is home education. So I know you've been doing it for a few weeks now, right? And the schools have sent home probably some curriculum, maybe not, I don't know. But that is not the curriculum that you have chosen for your family. And you're going, if I do this with my child this fall, I'm going to have to find curriculum. I'm going to have to figure out what to teach them. First of all, it's really actually not that difficult to find. I mean, curricula right now it's free. All over the web, it's free. So you could actually test drive curricula right now, just to try it. At the same time, I want to put into your mind, because you've only got a limited amount of time over the next several months, right? I want to put into your mind, do a little bit of research on home education. And to that end, I do recommend this book. It's called The Well-Educated Mind, A Guide to the Classical Education You Never Had. This is the Martha Stewart book of classical education. Now, classical education might not appeal to you. Okay, my bad. But it might appeal to you, because it is the education. Let me just say this. I read this book and I went, oh, I wish I had had that education. I mean, seriously. It's a fantastic book. It's too much. Don't think that you will do this book. This book could just as easily dissuade you from trying home education, because it looks so onerous if you do this book. But if you just take some of the tools, some of the information in this book, it will help inform you why our system is failing and how you can actually just improve on the system. So understand, your job is not to raise an Einstein. Your job is to see that your child gets an education. If you want to, it gets a good education, right? If you want to compare what the schools are doing to what you have the potential to do, you will beat them every time. You will win every time. Well, I mean, as long as you devote some modicum of your energy in that direction, because they're not getting it done. The schools are not getting it done. So I'm just here to try to empower you on this journey. I want you to make it, okay? I don't want you to decide to do it if you can't do it, obviously. I still don't want your child in our public schools, but I don't want everything to just fall apart. But it won't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't make the decision today. You just start doing your research. So I recommended The Well-Educated Mind. There are plenty of other books. There are plenty of other books out there. There is another one, actually. Do I have it on my shelf? No. That was dumb. I think it's over on that shelf over there. Well, I'm not going to walk away. There are plenty of other books to look into how to educate your child. And there are plenty of different curricula to get that done. So I would suggest you just start doing a little bit of research into different methods of education and think about how best to serve your child. I prefer the classical Christian method because it makes sense to me. And it makes so much more sense than what they're doing in our schools, which is why I'm just not that high on what's going on in our schools. I mean, aside from all the crap that comes home from the schools, right? Okay. My books are available at my website, samsorbo.com. They're excellent, if I say so myself, which I just did, which is really uncouth, but you know. And then this one, True Faith, that's my hubby, Kevin. Isn't he lovely? Embracing Adversity to Live in God's Light is the name of our book. Came out on Valentine's Day, and we are hosting a date night for you and your spouse to join me and my spouse to talk about marriage, to talk about some of the secrets to a long-lasting and joy-filled marriage. And it might get a little bit dicey. I don't know. I can't wait. I'm very excited. And it's tonight, Thursday, April 23rd at 8:30 p.m. Just go to the link in the description and you will see it there, and we hope to see you there. It's fully interactive, so bring your questions and let's have some fun, okay? We're all stuck inside, but we can all get together this way, okay? Great. Thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe to my channel, please. Go over to samsorbo.com for any of my stuff, and also join me on Facebook. I do live videos on Facebook as well these days, so check in there. All right, take care. Thanks.